All right. Well, we're just gonna be drawing some FNAF characters here. I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna draw, but I'm open to taking requests. So here we go. I think I might draw. Start off with a little Freddy Fazbear. Let's see. A little sketch here. We're gonna get his little head going. His nose. I'm just making a little sketch here. It might be a little bit hard to see. You guys can see that. Okay. You can see it somewhat. I'm gonna make the lines just a little bit darker. Now, I'm not exactly, an amazing artist, but I have some capability. All right. Well, how's that looking so far? Is that any good? I think it's somewhat good. Now, I know Freddy has he's got his little eyelids. I need to make his nose a little bit bigger. There you go. There you go. And then we'll start adding some shape here. Now all the characters, well, Bonnie and Chica kind of have this weird head shape. Kind of like that. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. Let's give him some little ears here. Remember, this is just a sketch. It's a bit too big, I think. Wow, this eraser is terrible. I might have to exchange this one out for something else. We'll see. Is that looking like Freddy? I don't know. I can't really tell. No, I don't remember. Does Freddy have top teeth or not? That's what I can't remember here. I don't know if Freddy has top teeth or not. I know Bonnie has top teeth. I mean, he doesn't have top teeth. He has bottom teeth. I don't know about Freddy, though. Now that I think of it, I don't think he has any top teeth. I think he just has bottom teeth. So here, we'll give him his little smile here. And then we'll put some kind of round teeth in there. This doesn't really look like Freddy. This looks a lot more like Fredbear, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Am I drawing Freddy or am I drawing Fredbear? It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, I think I'm drawing Fredbear at this point. This really doesn't look like Freddy at all. If I give him a more pronounced lower jaw, then he's really gonna start looking like Fredbear. There you go. How's that look? Somewhat there. Yeah, this eraser is really bad. That's fine. I might try to find a replacement for it later. But we'll see. We will see. Let's give him those beautiful, beautiful eyes that every one of these animatronic has. We can't forget his hat either. Fredbear. Okay, it's a little bit small, but, it's stylistic. This is our style. Fredbear. Hello. It's hard for me to read the chat right now. I'm sorry. Is there anything else I'm missing here? It feels like I'm missing something. I just don't know what I'm missing. We'll color in his nose here. Chat, what do you guys think I'm missing? I mean, maybe he'd look a little bit more like Fredbear with the bow tie. Let's see. There you go. Okay, I see it. I see it more now. He definitely looks a little bit more like Fredbear. This is definitely not Freddy. I don't know how it went from Fredbear to Freddy, but, you know, it is what it is. Kind of experimenting here with maybe a little bit of a wider muzzle. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure. I am drawing without a reference. So this is the best I can do without a reference for now. Hello. Hello, everybody. Color in the eyes? That's not a bad idea. Let's try that. Does that look a little bit better? I don't remember exactly how their eyes look. Man, that looks pretty bad. You know what? We need to color in the space behind the eyes, the dark space. That's where we need to start coloring in. Really give them that depth. There you go. There you go. Okay. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. He looks a little scary now. Can you draw Juice WRLD? I'll sub. You know what? You know what? We'll draw Juice WRLD. All right, here we go. We're drawing Juice WRLD, ladies and gentlemen. For 1 subscriber. We're drawing Juice WRLD. He has dreads, right? Or is that Travis Scott? I am terrible at drawing people. What's something that Juice WRLD says a lot? What's that one song? I don't remember. We'll give him a little crown though. We'll give him a crown. He's the king of, I don't know what kind of music genre he sings. I don't listen to Juice WRLD. Here, we'll make his nose a little bit. And there, we'll make him mogging, you know, here, we'll make him mogging. We'll give him the little cheekbones. Now he just looks like a skeleton. That's okay. Giga Chad Juice WRLD. Giga Chad Juice WRLD. I sub. Thank you. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, we'll give him some bling too. We'll give him a chain. Oh, he needs some eyebrows. Ladies and gentlemen, Juice WRLD. All right, now back to Fredbear. We need to stop getting distracted. We need to draw Fredbear, not Juice WRLD. Although I had fun drawing Juice WRLD, I won't lie. We got a little paragraph here. Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm kind of going away from the mic here to read this. Can you draw Bonnie with sunglasses and a jacket? Used to be my main character for an old FNAF Plus series I used to make. Bonnie with sunglasses and a jacket. I love that idea. Let's get started on that. All right, Bonnie with sunglasses. Here, I'm trying to think if there's any specific style I should make this. I fear if I made it too realistic, it would take a long time. So we're going to go with a little bit more of a cartoony style for this Bonnie with sunglasses and a jacket. All right. Start with some big ol' eyes. Big ol' Bonnie eyes. Kind of a plush vibe. Kind of a plush vibe. There you go. Just like that. We have what's starting to look like a Bonnie. Let's get his ears dialed in here. Okay, now we need to get the sunglasses going. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I appear to have broken my pencil. That's okay though. I will continue drawing with this small piece of I don't think it's graphite. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it is graphite. I don't know what kind of pencil this is. We're going to continue drawing with this. So let's continue. It's a little bit difficult, but it's okay. It's starting to look really good. Here, we need to start giving him a jacket. Let's see here. Let's see here. Give him a little zipper. There you go. There you go. He's really starting to look like he's wearing a jacket now. Yeah, that looks like Bonnie with a jacket. Maybe add a little collar or something up here at the top. Bit of a collar. There you go. And of course he needs some legs. We can't have Bonnie with no legs. Maybe he's wearing some sweatpants or something. I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Now we have Bonnie. Oh, we need to color in the sunglasses, of course. How could I forget that part? They're not sunglasses if they're not darker. Don't mind my hand completely being in the way. My pencil is currently broken and gone. And we'll just, smudge that in a little bit. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Bonnie with sunglasses and a jacket. I'm probably going to have to go sharpen this pencil now. So I'm going to leave Foxy here. I'm going to leave Nightmare Foxy here to watch over you guys, and I will be right back with a sharpened working pencil. You'll never believe who's back. You will never believe it. I now have a working pencil that is not broken, so we can continue this stream. Here, I'll give these. I'll give these labels so that anybody in the chat can know who these are. So we have Bonnie with a jacket and sunglasses. Okay. And over here we have Juice World and Fredbear in the middle. Wonderful. This is wow. I'm really satisfied with what we have here. Yeah, I'm taking this seriously. I am. I'm a professional drawer. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to continue drawing Fredbear here. I think, Fredbear, he's looking quite good in the head area. I think we need to start working on the body, though. I'm going to do something a little bit unconventional here. And by unconventional, I mean Fredbear is now going to be Fred tank. Now, you might be wondering what I mean by that, and I will show you. So right here we have Fredbear's head. And I'm drawing just a little box around our boy Freddy here. Now this box is going to come down a little bit. I'm just going to curve inward a little bit and curve back up. Just like so. And you're probably wondering, what the hell am I looking at? Well, this is Fred Tank. And by tank, I don't mean heavy. I don't mean fat. I mean literally a Fredbear tank. So let's continue. We have our wheels dialed in here. We start building this track. Please excuse me if my tank drawing skills are a bit rusty. I can't say I draw a Fredbear tank very often, but you know, we'll do what we can with what we have. You know, what does the front of a tank look like? Maybe it has a little scooper or something here. I don't know. We'll figure that out. There you go. It's starting to look a little bit like a tank. Let's give the wheels some detail. All right. I would say, I think my mic might be a little bit close to me. I'm not sure. This is looking like a Fredbear tank. Instead of shooting things, he causes different bites of 83s to happen if anyone comes close to him. Yes, I would agree with that, and that is now the lore. Fred Tank was used in the Battle of 1940, specifically to defeat Hitler. Now, the way Hitler actually died was he didn't die by an accident. We'll just call that because this is YouTube. Now, Hitler actually died to the bite of, we'll call it the bite of 43, in which Fredbear came and took a great old chunk out of his frontal lobe. We can all celebrate Fred Tank as a World War II hero, a highly decorated one at that, and Fred Tank is now the President of the United States of America. That's the lore. That is the lore. Alright, we'll make a little manhole cover here on the top, just in case anybody wants to help steer the Fred Tank, because although the Fred Tank is sentient, specifically, it is still possessed by the souls of both Cassidy and the crying child, Cece. You know, we still need someone to help drive, because Fred Tank, it really can't drive and bite at the same time. It struggles with that a little bit. So we need a manhole cover to make sure any of our soldiers can get into Fred Tank and help him steer this thing. There you go. We'll just cause a little, you know, we'll just do a little design on the top. Nothing really needs to be too specific. It's just a little sketch. You know, nothing crazy is going on here. Maybe we'll make some little lights going on in the front there. Some little something's happening. We need to give these wheels a little bit more depth, I think. There you go. There you go. That's a little bit better looking. All right. And there we have. Ooh, we can't forget about the tread of our tank. I almost forgot about that. Maybe do a little shading back in here. Who knows? You know, it's a pretty casual drawing. Nothing too serious. Nothing too serious. Nothing too serious. All right. And there we have Fred Tank. Nice drawing. I will subscribe to. Thank you. Thank you, Crazy Bart. Shout out Crazy Bart. Thank you. Well, I'm currently out of creativity. Is there anything else that the chat has in mind for me to draw? Foxy, do you have any ideas? I don't know if Foxy has any ideas. Well, you know, Foxy is Foxy after all. He's not thinking of much. Who knows what's going on up here? Who knows? He can... Ooh, I almost lost my pencil. He can just sit right there and observe. And here's I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing with my life? Who knows why I'm here? I am here drawing Fred Tank instead of working an actual job and making money. But maybe that's my purpose. Maybe the reason I was put on this earth was to draw Fred Tank. You should draw Foxy with a plate of pancakes. I like that idea. We're gonna do that idea. And we're gonna draw specifically this plush Nightmare Foxy. The rainbow loom bracelets. Well, don't hate. You can't hate on a man for his bracelets. This is drip. This is drip. Undeniable drip. There's ice on my wrist and it stings because it's so cold. Ice on my wrist and it stings because it's so cold. Ice on my wrist because it stings and it's so cold. Anyway. Yes, these are my favorite bracelets. Alright. Let's get on with the drawing here. We're going to draw a little plush Foxy. I'm going to do my best to go off of the reference I have here. I think this is looking good so far. We need to give him his little eyes. Oh my goodness, we just gave him a lobotomy. We just gave Foxy a lobotomy. We just gave Foxy a lobotomy. That is A-okay. That is A-okay. Okay, alright. Oh my goodness. We may or may not have made Foxy chopped, but it's okay. That is A-okay. We need to give him his little plush body here. And we need to give him a plate full of pancakes. That's important. That is very important. We can't forget that. All right, there you go. There you go. Give him the little stitching. Make him look more like a plush. Okay. I hope you're seeing the vision. I'm seeing the vision. I am seeing the vision. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's give him that plate of pancakes. Okay. And then we'll just stack some pancakes. Now, Foxy is a greedy little goblin, we all know, because he's a pirate. So, he stole every single pancake from Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And he also drenched them in all the maple syrup across the entirety a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza here. We're just going to make a little pool of syrup here. Foxy likes maple syrup too much. Foxy likes maple syrup much too much. Much too much. All right. There you have it. There you have it. Yeah, we need to label this one as well. We need to label this one as well. Foxy with pancakes. Lovely. Lovely. I hope you guys are enjoying this. The stolen pancakes of 94? Is it 94? Don't mind if you can hear singing in the background, don't mind it. Shut up. We'll wait. Anyway, we need to continue with our art. I need to focus. Let's see. We have a little bit more space here. I think we need to maybe sketch in some new characters. We got Bonnie with jacket and sunglasses. We got Fred Tank. We got Juice WRLD. And we got Foxy with pancakes. Is there any other prominent figures I should draw? Is there any other prominent figures I should draw? Well, we have Fredbear. Well, Fred Tank. So we might as well draw Spring Bonnie. Let's draw Spring Bonnie. AKA future Springtrap, but we don't talk about that yet. We have to first focus on the task at hand, which is drawing Spring Bonnie, and then maybe in the future he will evolve into Springtrap, but we can figure that out when we get to it. Let's start off with his eyes. Now his eyes are gonna be a little bit different than usual. Okay, it's all right though. This is still Spring Bonnie, I promise. This is this is still Spring Bonnie. All right. So far, so good. So far, so good. Okay. All right. Is this Spring Bonnie or what? Ice on my wrist because it's cold. Anyway, Spring Bonnie. Spring Bonnie. We need to give him his teeth. Perfect. Spring Bonnie. Here we go. And then we need to give him his little body. Spring Bonnie. This is looking like Spring Bonnie by the second. Oh yeah. Holy shit. Who's singing? Anyway. Spring Bonnie. Here we go. Tell me this doesn't look like Spring Bonnie. You gotta be kidding me. Ladies and gentlemen, Spring Bonnie. Here we go. Spring Bonnie. Wow. Look at that masterpiece. Whoever is singing in the background actually has an amazing voice. That is my sister. And yes, she does have a pretty good voice. I would sing too, but I have terrible confidence, so I'm not going to sing. Yeah, she's a good singer. Spring Bonnie. All right. Well, I think we have room for a little bit more. I'm not sure what the hell to draw, but you know, we'll figure it out. Any ideas, chat? Any ideas? Of course, I'm always, you know, gonna take requests. That's kind of why I'm doing this, because I'm bored and I don't know what to draw. So I'm taking requests. Don't mind me, don't mind me, don't mind me. The puppet, aka me. Oh, hello, the marionette. Hello, hello. Well, you know, you're the marionette, so you're not necessarily the puppet. I think isn't the marionette sort of was kind of meant to represent death in Five Nights at Freddy's? I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm pretty sure the marionette and the puppet are a little bit different. Or am I thinking of somebody else? Who am I thinking of? The character that looks like the puppet but isn't the puppet and has the big long teeth? Is that the marionette? No, that's Night Marionette. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Night Marionette. That's what I was thinking of. Well, yes, the marionette would then technically also be the puppet. So yes, we are drawing the puppet. We are drawing the puppet. We are drawing the puppet. Let's see here. Let's see here. The puppet, the puppet, the puppet, the puppet, the puppet. I need to start making a mental image in my brain to make this possible. Let's see. Let's see. All right, the puppet. Yes. 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 Now remember, the puppet has blank, soulless eyes. Oh my goodness, it's Humpty Dumpty. Oh my goodness, it's Humpty Dumpty. We've drawn an egg. We have drawn an egg. We have officially drawn an egg. Okay. That's okay. Now, is the puppet smiling? I don't know. We're going to assume the puppet smiles, though. I think the puppet is smiling. Of course, I remember the tear marks and the little things on the cheek. This is the puppet. This is the puppet. It's 100% the puppet. Puppet and nothing else. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway. I've been collecting my Senshi plushies since they first released, and I have the Gen 1 Chica. That is pretty cool. Oh my goodness, this is not the puppet. This is an egg. This is an egg. And you know what? Puppet egg. Puppet egg. Crack. The puppet egg fell. The puppet egg fell. And it cracked. Puppet egg. Puppet egg fell and cracked. Whatever will we do? Will all the king's men put her back together again? Who knows? Puppet egg is down, everybody. Here, we'll make a little brick wall just to signify that she was sitting on a brick wall. Okay. Puppet egg is down. Puppet egg is down. Now we're actually going to draw a scary drawing. We're going to draw the puppet again, but we're going to make it a little bit scarier. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm just going to make some stylistic choices here. Take some liberty in this. I don't really know what I'm doing. But, you know, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Let me. We're gonna start off with the eyes. We're gonna start with the eyes, and it will not be an egg this time. She will not be an egg this time. She will not be an egg this time. No puppet egg for me. No puppet egg for me. Okay, all right. That's looking a little bit more like a puppet face. Little bit more like a puppet face. You killed Egg Puppet? I'm sorry. She had to go. She was too cursed. Egg Puppet was too cursed. She had to go. All right, all right, all right. Let me think of a head shape here. There you go. That's looking much more puppet-like. Much more puppet-like. Much more puppet-like. Okay, okay. There you go. There you go. There you go. That looks more like the puppet to me. That looks more like the puppet. We'll color these eyes in. We will color these eyes in. It's going to be a sad puppet. Sad puppet. I don't know how. It was going to be scary, and then I lost the plot. I lost the plot. But, you know, that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. We're gonna keep figuring this out. There you go. There you go. Hey, they're smiling and crying. It's a comedy of errors, everybody. It's a comedy of errors. And then we kind of excuse me. I was sick. Kind of do this. She has kind of a long neck, doesn't she? Get the shoulders in there, and then a little bit of a wavy action. There you go. That's puppet. That's puppet time. Get those long fingers in there. Puppet. Puppet. Puppet time. Puppet time. Puppet time. Puppet. That is the puppet. I will put you back together, Egg Puppet. Fredbear. Well, you were almost right. It's actually Fred Tank. You see, after the War of 43, after Fred Tank was labeled as a war veteran and a hero to the United States, he noticed that Egg Puppet had fallen down, and Fred Tank successfully saved Egg Puppet. So you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a big old Band-Aid on Egg Puppet. Excuse me. We're gonna put a big old Band-Aid on Egg Puppet. There you go. There you go. Big old Band-Aid on Egg Puppet. Why? Because Fred Tank helped save Egg Puppet. Alright. Ooh. Hold on. There's something I want to show you guys. Speaking of the puppet, this is something that I remembered I drew a while back. Let me find it. It's in here somewhere. I'm finding it. Just give me 1 second. I drew this a long time ago when I was younger. And I must say, for younger me, we got the I didn't finish it, but we got Lefty going after the puppet. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think I drew this when I was like 13. It's not so bad. I've had this sketchbook for a really long time, and I pretty much never used it. But you know what? For 13-year-old me, this was not bad. Not bad. Do I do virtual art? Yes, actually. I can't tell you the last time I drew on a sketchbook like this. Hold on, let me get some water. My throat is killing me. I got my pre-workout shaker. Bucked up. I love their pre-workout. Anyway. Yes, I do mostly digital art. I have mostly done digital art for a long time now. It's just for this, live stream really that I'm working on. Sketchbook. I haven't actually been on a sketchbook in a really long time. So, you could tell by this drawing, I haven't used it in a really long time, considering I made this when I was like 13. Anyway, I was gonna ask if you could draw a custom Fredbear from FNAF World. Maybe. I don't know a lot about FNAF World. I've never played it. And there's like way too many characters in there for me to count. Let's return to our sketching page. There you go. Now maybe someday we'll go through the contents of this sketchbook in full, because there is some other interesting stuff in here. Not necessarily art, but it does have some interesting stuff going on in these pages, which if you're a fan of my channel, if you're a super fan, you might have a guess as to what's in here, to what's written down, to what lore could be in these pages, to what lore pertaining to a certain project I did a while back. If you're a super fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, any super fans in the chat? And you should totally draw Wither Chica. You know, I can't do a Donald Trump impression. I was gonna do a Donald Trump impression of him talking about Wither Chica and how much he fondly liked Wither Chica, but I can't do a Donald Trump impression. So we'll talk like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Now, my name is Stitch, and I really like Wither Chica. And Stitch loves Wither Chica because she is part of family. Ohana means family. Alright, thank you very much, Stitch. Stitch loves Wither Chica. Alright. I'm terrible at drawing the wizards, but that's okay. Just because I'm working on a game and was looking for someone to draw a model. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I could, but I don't know if I'm that talented. If you want someone to draw assets for a game, you should probably look elsewhere, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not an amazing artist. I am a mediocre artist at best. All right, let's draw Wither Chica. Now, we have this little strip here on the side. I'm gonna come here and I'm just gonna, mark it off. Excuse me. Fredbear, oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. Fredbear Tank lore. Okay, so Fredbear Tank, he was enlisted into World War II, and he fought alongside the Americans out on the front lines. And believe it or not, Fredbear Tank actually killed Hitler. It was the bite of 43. And he was a decorated war veteran. And one day he noticed Puppet Egg was falling off the wall, and he saved Puppet Egg with this big band-aid. That's Fred Tank lore. I mean, your art is better than anything I could draw. It just takes practice. Anyone can become a good artist. You just need practice. I've been drawing since I was 5 years old. No joke. I was drawing at a very young age. I think that kind of what helped me get to the point where I am. And I've never done it seriously, though. I've never drawn super seriously before. So, you know what? Maybe in the future I'll show off some of my art I'm working on, because I have a few art pieces that I would say are a little bit, in terms of quality, are a little bit above the rest, but I'm not done with them. So, you know, maybe someday. Follow my Instagram if you want to see those. Follow my Instagram. Excuse me. I need more water. Goodness, I'm dying. All right, we got to do that Wither Chica. I keep getting distracted. Okay, Wither Chica. We're going to start off with Wither Chica's head. Now, you might be wondering why Wither Chica's head is shaped like this, but you'll see soon. Wither Chica. I don't even know why I'm talking like that. That's okay. I'm gonna give Withered Chica a big old... Hold on. We need to give her a big old beak here. Withered Chica. Withered Chica. There you go. Okay. Withered Chica. Withered Chica. Okay. I almost drew Withered Chica ears. That is not how that goes. Almost gave Withered Chica ears. That is not how that goes. Okay. Withered Chica. Withered Chica. Let's eat, Bib. Can't forget that. Actually, does Withered Chica have a let's eat, Bib? I think she does. Withered Chica. Withered Chica. Draw the original animatronic stitched together into one. That is actually not a bad idea for a serious drawing. However, I am not a serious drawer. I am not a serious drawer. Withered Chica. Withered Chica. Withered Chica. Alright, we'll give some Withered Chica some withering. Some withering. Withered Chica needs some withering. Withered Chica. Withered Chica. Okay. Excuse me. Withered Chica. Withered Chica. Oh yeah. That's Withered Chica, alright. That's Withered Chica, if I ever saw one. Stitch and Withered Chica love story. Stitch and the Withered Chica love story. I love it. We'll give Withered Chica a big ol' ring. Big ol' ring on her finger. She's married to Stitch. I don't remember what Stitch really looks like, so I'm not gonna draw him. I just remember he's blue. He's blue and looks like an alien. Hi. Hello, the disappointed cowboy. Hello. How are you doing? Alright. Wow. I think we have some good art here. This stream was meant to be serious at one point. It was definitely meant to be serious. At the beginning of the stream, I was actually going to draw Freddy. And then it turned into Fredbear. And then it turned into Fred Tank. It was really going to be a serious stream. I was actually going to draw and take requests. However, sometimes this is just the way that things go. Draw Nightmare Fredbear, but as a twisted animatronic. Nightmare Fredbear. That's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. We'll draw that right here. Now the twisted ones that have big teeth. Nightmare Fredbear. Twisted one. Nightmare Fredbear, twisted one. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Nightmare Fredbear, twisted one. Trust the process. Give him the big old teeth. There you go. Nightmare Fredbear, twisted one. Big old teeth. Just like that. Can you draw Sparky the dog? I can absolutely draw Sparky the dog. Hold on. We're We're making Nightmare Fredbear as a twisted animatronic. I can tell the seriousness of the drawings went down. Yeah. The seriousness of the drawings definitely started to go down. I think we may have started going downhill. I don't even know where. I don't even know where things went so wrong. I don't even know. That's okay. We work with these. Okay. And then we give him his big ol' eyes. Nightmare Fredbear. Okay. Now we need to give him that signature look of the twisted ones. Maybe we give him some more teeth coming off of random places. He needs more teeth and more eyes. Let's give him some more eyes. All right, that's the most serious drawing we've done yet. And you know what? Just as a topper. There you go. There's his body. This is a twisted one Nightmare Fredbear plush. Considering he's Nightmare Fredbear, we need to make him a little bit darker. That's looking like a twisted one Nightmare Fredbear. If I ever saw one. Now we gotta label them. I forgot to label these ones. Okay, hold on. We gotta label some guys. Twisted Nightmare Fredbear. There you go. And then we got Egg Puppet. And then we just have Puppet. Okay. All right. Things are looking good. Will you color these later? No, I will absolutely not. Well, I absolutely will. Let me go get my colored pencils. We have the colored pencils. You know what? We will be coloring them in. Looks more like Foxy, maybe. Hello, new viewers. Draw entered. Well, we're gonna have to do a little bit of coloring, and then we can get out to more art. Little bit of coloring, and then more art. Let's see here. I'm just gonna dump them all out. Art is chaos. Ladies and gentlemen. Art is chaos. Remember that. Art is chaos. Okay. Maybe this was a little bit too much chaos. That's okay. That's all right. Now let's start with Fredbear. Is that a Fredbear? No. That's more of a Fredbear color. Fredbear. Does that look like Fredbear? I don't know. That's good enough. Good enough. Maybe it's a little bit too orangey, but too late now. This is our Fred Tank. Fred Tank. All right. Let's see. Let's color in that. Oh yeah. Fred Tank. Draw Toy Chica No Beak version. All right. All right, we will do that. We will do that. Okay. Okay, it's looking good so far. Looking good so far. Looking good so far. Let me think. Tank color, we need a green tank color. Here you go, that looks like a tank color to me. Tank color, tank time, tank time, tank time. Tank time. Maybe it's a little bit too vibrant, but you know, it's fine. We can make it a little bit. We can add some gray to it later to make it a little bit darker. Don't mind the singing. Don't mind the singing. Coloring in a tank. Coloring in a tank. Fred tank. Fred tank. Don't forget Fred tank's lore. Everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. Salute Fred tank. Salute Fred tank. Everyone salute Fred tank. He put his life on the line for everybody. He put his life on the line so we could all live happily in America. He's a little known war veteran. Nobody knows about him. They don't want you to know the truth. The American government doesn't want you to know the truth. That Fred tank, was actually the real World War II hero. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. He has a purple tie, right? Let's see, where's the purple? Oh, that's a good purple. Purple tie. Oh, his hat was purple. Well, too late. Too late. I already colored it black. Purple tie. Here, we can add a little bit of purple there. There you go. Purple tie, purple hat. It's Fredbear, ladies and gentlemen. You're so good at drawing? Well, I try my best. Can you draw green Freddy? Green Freddy. It's not a bad idea. I do have a green Bonnie as my channel mascot. Channel mascot, green Bonnie. His name is George. His name is George. George and the Foxy Hen Puppet. His name is George. Should we draw George? Maybe we'll draw George. Maybe we'll draw George. I need a red here. Let me see. Give me a red. Give me a red. We need some lights. Out the front. There you go. There you go. There you go. Color in some of these darker spaces in here. Color in some of the darker spaces. Okay. Okay. Fred tank. Fred tank. Fred tank. Fred tank. Let's move on. Let's move on to Bonnie with a jacket and sunglasses. We're going to give him a blue jacket. Blue jacket Bonnie. Because Bonnie looks very dashing in a blue jacket, I must say. Bonnie is very dashing in a blue jacket. I must say. Nice Foxy plush. Thank you. Thank you. Foxy, do you have any words to say to the audience? Any words, Foxy? Foxy's thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, Foxy's thinking. Oh, what's that, Foxy? You want to say something? Okay.
Everybody help. I've been trapped here for days. He doesn't feed me. He doesn't give me water.
All right, Foxy. All right, Foxy. Enough talking, Foxy. Enough talking. Go back to the timeout corner. Back to the timeout corner. All right. We're going to continue drawing Bonnie's blue jacket. And you know, Bonnie was out. He was cold. He was cold. So Bonnie needed a jacket. And you know what? The sleeves are so long that his hands, they're inside the jacket. And you know, I think that's pretty beautiful. Let me see. Let me see. Where's a Bonnie color? Is that a Bonnie color? Or is that a Bonnie color? Which is a better Bonnie color? Let's test them out. Let's test them out. This is a better Bonnie color. Bonnie. Bonnie. This color's kind of weird. It's not quite purple. It's not quite blue. Here we go. Bonnie. Bonnie is actually like one of my favorite FNAF characters. I'm not even gonna lie. I think if I had to choose out of the original forecast, I would definitely choose Bonnie. Because Bonnie is the freaking GOAT. Alright. Alright. Sunglasses. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Nightmare Foxy. Bark, bark. Yes. Why do you abuse Foxy? Well, I abuse Foxy because Foxy. I don't know. I don't abuse Foxy. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't abuse Foxy. Foxy is very happy.
Help me!
Foxy's very happy. I don't know why you would think I abuse him. Foxy's very happy. FNAF 4 was the first FNAF game you ever played? That must have left a good impression on you. FNAF 4 is probably the scariest one. Freddy's the GOAT. Freddy is pretty awesome. But here we call him Fred Tank. Here we call him Fred Tank. Round in these parts, he's Fred Tank. Alright. We're going to use a darker blue for Bonnie's pants. I will say they're jeans. Bonnie's wearing a blue jacket and jeans. Very blue today. Bonnie's feeling blue today. Bonnie's feeling blue today. Bonnie's feeling blue today. Why? I don't know. You ask him. You ask Bonnie while he's feeling blue today. Because really, I don't care. I don't care that Bonnie's feeling blue. I don't care. Okay. Okay. I forgot to draw in the collars. Make those a little darker. Make them stand out. Okay. Alright. Bonnie with the jacket and sunglasses. It's colored. Next up. Spring Bonnie. Spring Bonnie, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to use the same color as Fred Tank. Spring Bonnie. Here we go. Coloring in Spring Bonnie. I don't know why, but, you know, coloring them in. Very accurate. This is what he looks like in the game. This is what he looks like in the game. I've never seen a more game-accurate Spring Bonnie in my life. I gotta be honest. Never more accurate Spring Bonnie. Never more accurate Spring Bonnie. Alright, alright. Oh, yeah. Don't mind me not coloring inside the lines. Don't mind me not coloring inside the lines. I'm a professional. I promise. Message retracted. What did you say? What did you say? Message retracted. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What did you say, young man? What did you say, young man? Can't be having none of that around here. Can't be having none of that around here. Here we go. Here we go. Spring Bonnie. He's looking very beautiful today, I must say. Maybe a little malnourished. Spring Bonnie was in the hospital for a few weeks because he was malnourished. Speedy recovery. Speedy recovery to Spring Bonnie. Speedy recovery. Alright. Next up. Egg puppet. Doesn't really need much, but there you go. Little color in the cheeks a little bit. I forgot to do the cheeks on the other puppet. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. Okay. 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 Puppet time. Puppet time. Very, very accurate, pup. I must say. Game accurate. Game accurate. Springtrap really gives me Joker vibes. Well, I must agree. I must agree. I must agree. Springtrap's better. Springtrap, way better. Springtrap, way better. Springtrap, way better. Here we go. Here we go. Drawing the puppet. Drawing the puppet. Because why the heck not? Coloring it in. Coloring it in. Nothing beats a mango on a fork. Nothing beats a mango on a fork. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, nothing beats a mango on a fork, just like Fredbear said. And then he bit into the frontal lobe of Cece. But we don't talk about that part. We don't talk about that part. Was it the bite of 87? No. But it might have well been. Might have well been. Who knows? FNAF theorists, they will never know. If it was the bite of 87 or bite of 83. Alright. 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 Nightmare Chica. Nightmare Chica. Let's get a little bit more of a yellow here. Mustard! Don't mind me. Don't mind me. 6-7. Don't mind me. Nightmare Chica. Nightmare Chica. Withered Chica, I mean. Withered Chica, I mean. Withered Chica. First up to bat, Withered Chica. I don't know. I need a psychiatric evaluation, ladies and gentlemen. I need a psychiatric evaluation. Not gonna lie, Nightmare Chica looks the most bird-like out of all Chica. I gotta say, that's pretty true. I think you're the only guy I know that draws as good as me. I think you're the only 5-year-old in this chat. Welcome. Welcome. Alright, let's draw this little let's eat. We gotta draw the confetti on it. We gotta draw the confetti. Gotta draw the confetti. Gotta draw the confetti. There you go. Confetti. Weather Chica. Weather Chica. Weather Chica. Alright, well, now we need some orange for the beak. Orange for the beak. There you go. There you go. Now we gotta draw the wires. Gotta draw the wires. Gotta draw the wires. Gotta draw the wires. There you go. Weather Chica. Weather Chica. Weather Chica.
Weather Chica. Moo! 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 Moo!
I am a grown man doing this. Let's lock in. Alright, I think we're going to start on some new drawings. So we'll put the colored pencils away for now. What should I draw next? What should I draw next? Let me know. I think we were going to do Sparky. I almost forgot, but I think we might do Sparky the dog. Sparky the dog and Chica with no beak. Ten years old. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 10-year-old. Ladies and gentlemen. Did you let out your inner demons? Yes, I did. Don't mind me. All right. All right. All right. I've decided. We're doing one more. Oh, one more. One more. One more. And then I think I'm gonna call it a day. It's been like over an hour. All right. One more. What should I draw? What should I draw? Final drawing. Lock in, everybody. Lock in. Final drawing. Entered. Entered. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing entered. We're doing entered. 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 Entered time. Time for entered. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I don't remember what entered looks like. I'll figure it out. Hold on. I have an idea. We're gonna go get the book and we're gonna draw entered. Let me go get my reference book. Where is it? Book! There should be a picture of entered in here somewhere. Let me find it. Entered. 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 Entered time. All right, here we go. Here we go. Drawing entered in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let me see. Okay, okay. Okay. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see, and then I see. I see. I understand. I understand it now. I understand it now. I understand it now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He looks stupid. He looks stupid. That's okay. That's okay. Oh my goodness, he looks like Thomas the Tank. Oh my goodness, he looks like Thomas the Tank Engine. Thomas the Tank Engine. Thomas the Tank entered. Thomas the Tank entered. Here we go. Here we go. Thomas the Tank entered. Not really. Entered. Entered. Okay. 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 He draw his noodles. Draw his noodles. Draw his little noodly noodles that go everywhere. And somehow create limbs. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but it is an Afton product, so I'm not surprised. Draw his little noodles. Little noodle arms. Little noodle arms. Little noodle arms. Okay. Other little noodle arm. Other little noodle. Oh, I broke my pencil. I broke my pencil. I broke my pencil. I broke my pencil. Ladies and gentlemen, I broke the pencil. Ladies and gentlemen, I broke the pencil. It's okay. It's okay. Die! 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 It's fine. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you for enjoying the stream. Let me flip back to our main drawings here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for enjoying the stream, everybody. Beautiful singing for whoever sang in the background. I know. I know. It's my sister. I can sing too. Anyway, thank you for letting me sing. We drew an end drop. We drew Fred Tank. Bonnie with Jacqueline sunglasses. We drew Spring Bonnie. We drew Egg Puppet. We drew Normal Puppet. We drew Twisted Nightmare Fredbear. We drew... we drew Juice WRLD. We drew Juice WRLD. We drew Foxy with Pancakes. We drew Withered Chica. And we drew somewhat of Enter. Thank you. Thank you for enjoying the stream. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. I don't know. Donate $1. Donate $1. I don't know. Thank you for watching. Just get a pencil sharpener? Well, I would. It's upstairs. I had to do it once. I don't want to do it again. I had to do it once. I don't want to do it again. I'm crashing out. 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 I'm crashing out.